Good morning, y'all. Well, it's morning right now, Sunday, 18th. But good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night, whenever you catch this video. I just wanted to tell y'all about a movie that I watched last night. It was really good. It was surprisingly pleasant. Yeah, it was really good. It's called Vengeance. It's on Peacock, and it's about this guy from New York. He's a writer. I think he writes for the New Yorker or something. And he ventures down to Texas to attend a funeral of this girl that he hooked up with a couple times. Now, the girl's family basically pitied him into attending because the girl had made it seem like they were in this long, committed relationship. Mind you, this guy happens to also be in like a point of his life where he doesn't know the point of his life. So he really sees a funeral as an opportunity to find some inspiration for his next big article or whatever. Well, he get there and finds out that the girl's hometown is a trip. Her family has all these outlandish conspiracy theories about how she was actually murdered instead of it just being an overdose. So he decides to encompass this whole experience as a podcast. And although it starts off as like a mockery of these people's lives, masked as a quest for the meaning behind vengeance, hence the name, it actually turns out that some of the claims about the case don't add up. So he does get more involved in the investigation. And I really love this film because there are so many layers. They really compressed so many themes into a single story, and it feels real. In this digital age, I do feel like it's harder to grasp real, authentic art because there's so much noise out there. And despite there being so much noise in the midst, this film directly addresses that. It also addresses various dichotomies and how to become a person operating on the highest frequencies, you have to learn to hear everybody's voice to recognize the truth. This film is filled with segments about knowing who you are, how to communicate effectively, and the importance of ever evolving. It makes you think about the lasting impression you're going to leave on the world. This film, since he is going to Texas from the north, like, you know, a lot of people. My bad, y'all. This video will be choppy because I keep running out of space, and I didn't prepare for this movie to be this good for me to be using all of my memory to just tell y'all about it. But hey, we here now, and it's worth it. Y'all let me know what y'all think after y'all watch it. But where was I? Texas, yeah. How the whole movie is based in Texas, and I'm actually from Texas. I live in Dallas right now, and this is something that that cracked me up because he is from the north, and like I travel a lot, so I do talk to a lot of people. When I tell them that I'm from Texas, first they want to know if I'm from Austin, just to see if, you know, I'm safe. And when I tell them no, you know, I'm from Dallas, they're like, okay, well, how do you like it there? You know, how is it? You know. But anyway, where am I going with this? Good things about Texas, other than Whataburger that they do bring up a lot, is our families here, man. Like, that's why I'm still in Dallas, because this is where my family at, and I'm huge on family. My family's my everything. So it's like I've learned by traveling up north and other places that families are not as tight elsewhere. So him coming down here to experience that, like, he had a little incident, and the girl's whole family was there for him. You could tell he had never experienced that before. And it's also like, we do have a lot of dummies here, but there's also a lot of intelligent people, and I hate to say it, but some of the dumbest people end up being the most powerful because they have other qualities that, you know, persuade a whole nation to follow them. So it's like they be dumb. There's not a lot of rationality there, but it's still powerful because they got their numbers, they got their support system that's never going to leave them. That kind of loyalty is, you know, deep South based. So they do talk about that. And there's a lot of scenes where you could tell this guy, like, he mocking them, you know, he assumes he knows what they're gonna say. Like, he assuming he know their dumb answers, so then he'll say their dumb answers as if he was already engaged with them and knowing what they say. But then when he say the dumb answers, they be like, no, you the idiot. Like, you sound dumb, because that's not what we was finna say. So it's interesting because he is a smart guy, but he, in his satire and in mocking them, he really make himself look really dumb, because he underestimates what they're capable of, and their ways of thinking. So that's a good part of this film too, is the way they displayed that, because I think we've been in that situation where we might have been talking to somebody where we feel like we know more than them, and so then in the end of the conversation, we're the ones like, oh, like, let me sit down. Let me take several seats, because, yeah, you just told my ass. So, yeah, definitely like those scenes in the movies. There's quite a few there. So that's one of the themes about this movie, is how we can convince or, communicate with people who are shut off from the rest of the world and do have opinions that, we don't necessarily agree with. There's so many themes. There's a theme of listening to your gut versus having the facts and finding that balance. Yet another reason I love this film is because, y'all, Kelso came a long way. It's got Ashton Kutcher in it, and he is like, he's probably one of my favorite characters, because he embodies like that character who can put a spell on you, like by just telling you a story, just telling you a piece of history. I do admire people like that, even when they spit in BS. Like, they have a rhythm and a way, and their charisma is so potent that you just kind of flow with what they're saying. So I really appreciated Ashton Kutcher's character in this movie. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, that's another reason why I really like this film. There is this like monologue he has about the recordings that we leave here on Earth, and how really that is really all that's left of us. And that resonated a lot with me, because I'm also very particular with who I share my energy with. And it's making me realize that I'm really being selfish with myself. I don't have a lot out there on socials, like y'all could probably tell from this little video right here. But I am also very confident in who I am. I love who I am. I love what I've built. I'm happy with my life, my job, my family, and my loved ones. So it's like, I think it is important to establish that type of foundation before you just put yourself out there online. But really, in reality, whatever you record and leave for people to see, that's all they gonna have of you when you're gone. So I do record a lot too, by the way, but it just be like for myself and to see my own self-growth. But I got little sisters out here. I want to see them seeing me and loving it. So yeah, like, other than just seeing them in person, because I see them all the time. But, well, not all of them, but anyway, I'm getting off track. But there's a lot of like life lessons in this film. That's what I'm trying to say. You learn a lot watching this film, and it's very entertaining. They take so much and put it in so little time, and you're really shocked at the end. Again, I don't want to say too much, but just all around great film. Out of 10, man, I really want to give it like a 9. I really want to give it a 9. And the only reason I'm hesitant to give it a 9 out of 10 is because of like in terms of cinematography, it is a 9 out of 10. But it's not a movie that you can just watch with everybody and everybody will enjoy it. A lot of people are going to get sensitive about it. And it's like, I think they did pretty well, like making it as digestible for the masses as possible without sacrificing integrity. So I think if not a 9, definitely a strong 8, like a strong 8.6 maybe. Like I'm gonna just give it a 9. Hell, it's a 9. It's a 9 out of 10. Issa Rae is in it, which is my girl. Like, I love me some Issa Rae. She's the best director that I love to follow right now. She's also an actress, obviously. She does a lot of collaborations with HBO Max, but you could just tell like she really trailblazing the industry as a strong Black woman, and I love to see it. Anything that Issa Rae is on, I'm tuned in because the girl deserves all the support, all the roses. She's awesome. It also got the guy that was Mindy's boyfriend from The Office, but she wasn't Mindy in The Office. She was I don't remember, but his name was Ryan in The Office. So he's actually the main guy. He's the main character, and this is the first movie I've seen him in, and he really he took it and ran with it. He's a great actor. I think it was casted perfectly. I mean, for what it is, it's a 9 out of 10. Y'all should watch it. I'm not even talking about it no more. Just go watch it and tell me what you think. Like on that, I know I said I would stop, but like I watched a video and then I remember it. Like it is a video about white people, but the why I really appreciate it is because it's like these white people really be having to have conversations with their elders, tough conversations about the world we live in versus the world that they created, and the world we're evolving to being more inclusive. And it's like when you got elders from the South, from the deep South, from Texas, I know that's hard. Like just trying to, you love them because they family, but their beliefs are so wicked and dumbfounded. Like it's hard to talk rationally to them because rationality is not a part of their mental. Like it's really, I know it's really tough. So Ryan, now I'm calling him Ryan, but the main character, there is a point where he breaks down and he's just had enough of them. And it's like I can see this being a conversation that younger progressive white people have to have at the dinner table with their parents or with their grandparents or great grandparents. And I really appreciated that because there's I wouldn't have seen that nowhere else. Maybe I don't know where to look on the internet. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. But I think that was a pretty good representation of their battle with their own elders and getting them to recognize their mistakes. So I appreciated that part of the film. And there was something else I was thinking of that I want to bring up. Don't want to say too much on that. I'm trying. I want to say so much about this movie, but I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to be one of them movie reviewers. I really need to watch some more movie reviews so I know how they do this, because it's kind of tough. Although I've probably been rambling already for 10 minutes. I just still feel like I have not done this movie justice. So, yeah, go see it. I can't promise I won't start another video after this one after I think of something else to say about it. But go see it. Watch it. Stream it on Peacock. So, anyway. Another reason why the movie's good. They mentioned Whataburger, which if you are from Texas, anybody from Texas, we love us some Whataburger. But it's funny because it's he's trying to get these Texans to tell him why Whataburger's so great, and they can't even put it into words. So that's another theme, is being able to articulate, your feelings and justify your opinions. A lot of people in the South, it's just the way that it is and how it's always been. So there's no reason to explain why things are. And really there is reason there, because Texas, again, is just a little corner of the world, and a lot of Texans don't realize that. So it is about getting out of small towns. It's also about, they really captured the aesthetic of a Southern family too, which is something I really appreciate. This movie is about white people. I think there's 2 Black people in it, but it's also in about a town in West Texas, and that's how it really is. There was this part in this movie where somebody was I think they were talking about Whataburger actually, and they were like, yeah, everybody loves Whataburger. Everybody goes there. Whites, Mexicans. And that was it. That was them the only type of 2 people that this guy knew. And that's real. There are people in Texas like that. They don't even understand that there are other races in existence. So that was funny to me. There was a lot of dry, dark humor in the film, which I love. Okay. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about this movie. And it is on the theme of regrets. And a lot of this movie has resonated with like where I am currently in life, and that's amazing. That's amazing. They even talk about that, how like in art and other people, we're always just looking for that those bits of ourselves that we're missing. And this movie was it. Like I'm doing a lot right now. Like I don't want to say all in this video because I'm supposed to be making some more videos, and if I say it all here, then that's just another excuse not to do it there. But like it was just resonating. Like I was resonating with this movie, okay? But yeah, they're talking about regrets, and I was thinking about it and how like I know we not supposed to have regrets. This is something I was thinking about like the day before I watched this movie. But I was thinking, like, honestly, when I'm honest with myself, there are probably 2 to 4 like hard regrets that I have, and they really do consume a lot of my energy in the form of stress. You know, if I would have done this differently, if I would have done that. And it's like, I know we're supposed to live with no regrets, but that's not natural. And they bring that up in this movie, which is amazing. And it's like it's about, you know, making the regrets worth it. And whew, preach, honey, preach. Make the regrets worth it. So that's all I'm gonna say on that, because I still don't want to, like, the movie explains it better than I would anyway. But just watch the movie, y'all. If y'all, I don't know, you don't even have to be in an existential crisis or nothing like that. You could just be with your homies and just wanting a movie that makes you think. This is it. And it's got a lot of humor in it too. It's dry, like dark humor, but that's kind of the humor I like. So I'm so hyped about this movie. I'm really gassing it. And to think I was like hesitant to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10. I was tripping before. It's a 9 out of 10. Way to go, Issa. I see you, girl. Yeah. Go watch it, y'all. This is the last time I'm gonna tell you.